Hi everyone, Jessica DiCostanzo here with Niki Clarke of Dressage Unlimited.
Hey guys!
We are at the Adequan West Coast Dressage Festival, and we're going to do a few fun facts that you may not know about Niki Clarke. So first fun fact that you guys may not have known is that Niki was longlisted for the Olympics, for the Sydney Olympics. Can you tell us a little bit more about that experience?
So my background in growing up, I did 3-day eventing, and I got lucky enough to do it at a time where you got longlisted without having to do a ton. So it sounds a bit fancier than really what it is.
Oh, come on.
But yeah, I loved eventing, and it's still very much in my heart. I help a lot of eventers on the flat, and it still runs pretty heavy in my blood.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so you transitioned to focus more on the dressage at a pretty early age, and were able to be very competitive early on.
Yep.
Another fun fact is that you competed in the Brentina Cup for a couple of years.
Yep, I did it with 2 different horses, 2007 and then 2010. And yeah, I was really lucky to have the ability to do that program, number one. And then of course to participate in it was also really incredible with Ramsgate, Dia, and Nimbus. 2 really awesome horses that gave me a lot of experience, my first 2 Grand Prix horses.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you've got quite the track record of getting them very young. Another fun fact, how old was Flame when you got him?
About 2 days old.
2 days old,
yeah.
And now he's quite Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah.
And you guys are competing quite a bit as well.
Yep, he's doing the small tour at the moment.
Nice.
And he's
a ham.
Yeah, absolute character to the max.
So you were telling me a little bit about the physio that you've incorporated with your training program.
So through the Developing Riders program, the team had us work with Andy Thomas, and kind of a trickle-down effect that Andy has now trained some of the other physiotherapists to help us with our riding, body position, posture, ability to fire muscle groups that typically can't be fired. And so I've worked with Britta Peterson with Performance Refinery, and then Stephanie Schwelt comes all the time and helps. I can call both of those ladies anytime I need it, send them video and say, hey, I'm struggling with this or that, and they'll give me exercises to do, ways to stretch, but it's really their hands-on and their eyes on the horse that helps the most, tweaking little things here and there. So you have large muscle groups that take over smaller muscle groups, and those smaller muscle groups help you stabilize, but they can't work when the large muscle groups take over. So these ladies really make you have a lot of body realization, and it's made an incredible difference to my riding.
Wow. And
also my coaching for my own students. Body awareness and the absolute just huge effect that it has on the horses. We all know it, you know, we all know it, but to really see it and have a professional that's there that can get you off the horse, put you on the table, show you how your hips are locked up or how you're not firing your abs, or whatever it is, you're crooked, you know, maybe you lean one way and you can't figure out what it is. As a coach, for me, it's been a huge eye-opener, because you might have a student that always leans to the left, for instance, and you're saying, sit right, look right, you know, but the reality of it is there's a physical component to that,
right,
that can be helped immensely. And I can't say enough how much it's changed my riding and, you know, my coaching.
And so the exercises that are given, what are for you while you're on the horse?
Sometimes on, but off, like just before you ride, and it's not a workout regimen. It's an exercise that gets your muscle groups firing, gets you aware of, you know, whatever muscle groups you need to work on. It's not a workout routine per se.
He's trying to give me
a
little stretching.
Yeah, because I know that I'm itching, and so he thinks that's awesome.
So cute. And we've all seen your cavaletti exercises online.
Yep.
So you're no stranger to cavalettis, adding in some other components in your training program.
Yeah, so I really enjoy the cavalettis. I think it's a good mental challenge and mental break for the horses. you can find a lot of things with cavaletti work that maybe you wouldn't have noticed before, in terms of even just lengthening and shortening their strides, if it's canter cavalettis, straightness, transitions, if you're doing, you know, transitions back and forth from you know, trot to canter. Mallory, who's my assistant, will set up an exercise sometimes and just go, okay, this is what you're going to do today.
Oh, nice.
And, you know, I don't know it coming into it, and it really helps me learn a lot about the horses, and it exercises them in a better way, and in a different way, both mentally and physically. So I love it.
And we've seen a few balls as well.
I love the balls, yep. So I was introduced to the balls from my father-in-law, who is a horseman, and he showed me kind of how to implement that into my training.
Yeah.
In particular with spooky horses, horses that have trouble with traffic, horses that have trouble sort of coming out of their shell.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how they'll take to it.
And are they usually pretty, like, especially with the spooky horses, are they?
But the spooky horses is good, and it's a pressure thing. So once they learn to make the pressure of the ball go away, they tend to go to it.
Oh, okay.
You know, horses are pressure driven.
Right.
You know, give and release of pressure. So once they kind of learn that, it really helps them. He's a maniac with the ball. He loves it, and like I can sometimes hardly control him as he's out and around because he just wants to get to that ball.
Yeah.
So again, another way to have it be fun.
Right.
And have it be interesting for them, and change up your routine a little bit.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So you're able to pull off riding 8 to 10-ish horses a day, and you also have a little one at home.
Yes, my son Colton. He's going to be 7 next month.
And how do you make it all happen?
I think the main way I make that happen is I have an amazing husband that
Aww.
supports me, and you know, picks up all the loose ends that I leave around. You know, helps with everything.
That's awesome.
So it comes from a whole family support system there. So that
takes a village.
It does. It does. Absolutely, it does.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much
for
sitting down with us.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.